I'm here with my full review and natural daylight demo of the, you guessed it, you can tell from the title of this video, Chanel 2025 Spring Summer Collection. I know it's a little bit early. I mean, we're still in the holiday season of this year, 2024, and Christmas isn't even here, but we have Chanel's Spring Summer Collection, the makeup collection right here, you guys. So I've got almost all the pieces with a couple of exceptions, a few exceptions, but most of them are here. And if you want to find out my thoughts on this collection and you want to see all these products being applied on my face in natural daylight, just keep watching. Hey beauties, welcome back to another fabulous luxury beauty review, and I have got the highly anticipated Chanel Spring Summer makeup collection right here. So I have most of the pieces. My Chanel SA gave me a little gift. I'll show you what that is here in a minute, but I want to talk to you about the collection. So that's the receipt. I'll tell you prices at the end of the video. So I've got the Jeu de Lumiere giant big face palette, which is eyeshadow and highlighter. You can use them as eyeshadows or highlighter. I'll show them here in a minute. And I've got all four, I think there were only 4 shades. Yeah, I've got all 4 of the single eyeshadows, which I love from Chanel. The single eyeshadow, their single eyeshadows are pretty amazing. So I've got all 4 of them, and I've got 3 of the 4 eyeliners, 3 of the 4 eyeliners right here from the collection, and I've got 2 of the Rouge Coco balms that came with this collection. They're unique to this collection. I don't know if they're going to be limited edition just to this collection, or if they're going to make them permanent. Not sure. My Camellia is in here for some reason and not on the bag. Then I got some goodies. I got some of the little mini bottles of the Chanel fragrances. I think it's Coromandel and Beige, and this is a Le Beige little pouch. I'll show you that stuff here in a minute. So let's get started. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk to you about these products in the studio, but I'm going to cut away to me applying these products in natural daylight, so that you can see what they look like, not just here in studio lights indoors, but also what they look like in natural daylight, okay? So I'm going to, I think, share with you the single eyeshadows first, and then I'm gonna get into the big face palette. So I have all 4 of them here. So we have 250 Mauve Sucré, and then we have 248 Latte Frappé, and then we have 254 Menthe Allure, and then we have 252 Peach Gelée. So I'm going to show you each and every one of them right here. This one is the 252 Peach Gelée, okay? So this one right here, let me take the little protective cover off. So this is a beautiful peachy shimmery shade. Really matches what I'm wearing right now, although that's not what I have on my eyes, but I'm about to put it on top of what I have on my eyes right now, just because it's gonna make a really good pop on the middle of my eye right there. There you go. So do you see that? That is what it looks like. Really goes with what I'm wearing. Okay, so let me show you a swatch of it. And of course, I'm going to cut away to the natural daylight application of this shade on my eyes. It's a beautiful peachy rose. You know, nothing groundbreakingly different or anything like that, but I love the Chanel single shadow formula. That's why I got all 4 of them. I probably didn't need all 4 of them, you know what I mean? But it's really a beautiful, soft formula with no fallout at all. And it is perfect for anything from formal to casual and anything from day to night, okay? That's like what I love about it. There's a level of sophistication about these formulas, you know, Chanel formulas. Okay, so here is what it looks like applied in natural daylight all over my eyelid, so you can get a closer look as to what this looks like in natural sunlight, natural daylight. And then I have the shade 254 Mente Bleu. So this one is a mint color. Now there was a single eyeshadow released with the summer collection. Oh, was it summer collection? Last Chanel collection, summer collection, I believe, that had this similar type of mermaidy kind of minty color. These two are actually very close, but I still bought it because I love that one so much, and they are slightly different, and I wanted to have this one as well. So this is what it looks like. I took the protective cover off already. So let me show you what it looks like swatched here on my hand. So there it is. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous minty sort of sea foamy green. I really love this shade. I mean, you can see right here in the natural daylight application that it looks super pretty in daylight all over the eyelid. This is a great color for summer. I mean, this is the spring summer collection, you know what I mean, guys? This would be like that one and done type of eye look that you can do when you're going to the beach, or, you know, a day outing in the summertime or of any kind. You can even wear it to work because it's sophisticated enough to wear even to formal occasions, even to work. And then I have the shade 250 Mauve Sucré. So this one is a beautiful satin formula or satin shade. This is a beautiful mauve kind of, not lilac-y, a beautiful, not even lavender. It's a type of mauve, but light. I wouldn't even call it mauve. Honestly, to me, it's very much like a lilac-y pink, if you ask me. This is so, so pretty, and it actually goes with what I'm wearing as well. And the peach color. So this has peach, kind of light peach undertones, but pink mostly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply this on top of everything too. So this is what it looks like. Let me put it right on the very center of my lid. Just the center lid right there. Oop, yep, that really popped. It could also go in the inner corner, but I'm already wearing one of the highlight slash shadowed shades from the big palette in my inner corners. So there you go, you guys. That's what it looks like. It's super pretty. Very, very pretty. Let me show you what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. So that's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. Here in the natural, here in the studio, I'll cut away right now to the natural daylight application of this beautiful shade all over the lid. There again, you can do like a day look, just one and done day look, or you can make this part of your eye look, you know, like a center lid shade. But I would most likely use these single eyeshadows as they are, basically single eyeshadows. I'll probably wear them as, you know, one and done look, easy look for summertime when I'm running around, you know, doing stuff like summer outings and such. That's how I'll probably most likely use them. And then lastly, we have this shade right here. This is a matte shade. Now these were satin with a little shimmer, and this one is actually a matte shade, a beautiful matte shade. And these Chanel eyeshadows, single eyeshadows especially, they don't have any kick up. They don't have like fallout or anything like that. This is a matte shade, but the matte shades are very creamy. I mean, silky, I would say is the better word. Silky without any fallout. So that is like a very beautiful sort of frappe latte color. You know what I mean? It's so beautiful. At the moment I saw this color, I knew I needed to have that one for sure. But when I went into my Chanel boutique, I decided to get all of them, all 4 single eyeshadows. So that's what it looks like, swatched on the back of my hand. And here it is in Natural Daylight. I actually started my eye look with this one. This one is not, to me anyway, not an all over the lid type of color. This is a perfect color for the crease when you start your eye look. This is great for defining the crease. It gives you the softest, most beautiful defined look in the crease. As you can see here, that's how I started this eye look. That's what I put in my crease before I dug into the big palette. And then I'm going to, of course, show you this one. This is what everybody wants to see, the big face palette, that is eyeshadow / highlighter palette. This is a Jus de Lumière multi-use eyeshadow and highlighter palette. So I am gonna show you what it looks like. I'll tell you my thoughts here in a second. I don't wanna start by influencing you. I want you to see for yourself first. Okay, so it's the big, massive, giant pan that is similar or the same as the holiday collection. Had a big giant palette like this. Of course, it was much more colorful. Unfortunately, you guys, I gouged this one in the corner here a little bit. Just ignore that. So this is what it looks like. It looks beautiful. However, when I look at this and think of this as an eye palette, I am underwhelmed. I can see this being an amazing highlighter palette. I will show you swatches here in a minute. I will of course show you the swatches in Natural Daylight as well. Of course, I will show you the application demo in Natural Daylight. Now, this is what it looks like. So they're all very demure, highlightery shades. Again, thinking about this as an eyeshadow palette, as you can tell, that's what I have on my eyes in this video. What I have on my eyes are this and this. These two shades are what I'm wearing in this video, and one of the single eyeshadows in my crease. I'm gonna show you some swatches here, indoors as well, in front of the camera. So this is what they swatch like. And this as a highlighter, I will say, you guys, you know, like the holiday collection and the big eye / face palette that came with the holiday collection that had like 2 blush shades and 2 highlighter shades, I forget now. You know how the highlighter in that was kind of crazy and very not chunky, very sparkly, glittery. This isn't like that. It was not at all like that. And the highlighter that came on the side, that was very, that had an overspray that was very glittery and sparkly. It's not like that at all. This is like what you get like in regular Chanel highlighters that are not special edition holiday collection type of highlighters. Also, I will say though, a lot of people like kept complaining the holiday highlighter was so glittery. It was just an overspray, you guys. Once the overspray came off, it went back to that typical Chanel highlighter formula, especially the highlighter formula you get in the square smaller pans, the single ones. That's what is underneath, but on top there is a glittery, sparkly overspray. I think people are getting the overspray kind of into the formula a little bit, but once they use it a lot, they'll realize that no, it's the regular formula. But this formula is even more subtle than the usual square singles of Chanel. I forget the name of the long name of it right now, but you know what I mean. So these are the 4 shades. They're very pretty as highlighters. So pretty. As you can see, it's really beautiful. I didn't bring my brush here, so I'm going to use my finger and I'll show you The one I'm wearing here in this video is this highlighter right here. That's gonna be my most popular or favorite shade with me anyway. So I'm already wearing it, but I'm like putting it on my cheeks once again, just so you guys can see the impact of it. It's like a beautiful, it has quite a high shine, but not in like an unsophisticated way. You know, it's very sophisticated still. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you right now. I mean, it's pretty glowy, but not too like blindingly glowy, but at the same time it's not too subtle either. And now here in a second, when I cut away to the natural daylight application demo, you will see what I'm talking about. But firstly, I'm going to show you me using this palette as an eyeshadow palette right here. So here in the natural daylight application, you can see I'm already wearing the frappe color in my crease, and I went in with one of the 4 colors, the peachy color, all over my eyelid. Give my eye that monotonal, beautiful satin coverage. Then after I put it all over my eyelid, I lit up my inner corners. I highlighted my inner corners with the highlighter shade that I put on my face in this video in front of you in the studio. And I also used that shade to highlight under my brow bone. So on my brow bone highlight is that same shade. As you guys can see, it's so pretty, the highlighter shade. I took that lightest color that I have on my brow bone here. Do you see how beautiful it is on the brow bone? And on my cheeks, obviously on the cheekbones. So right here in the natural daylight application demo, you can see how beautiful this looks in natural daylight on the cheek. It just has this beautiful lit from within kind of glow, but with significant glow, right? Without it being glow to the gods, or without it being, you know, shine like a tin man, without it being too classless. It's a very classy type of very glowy highlighter, which I think is amazing. It looks so pretty. So you guys, the moment I put this palette, this shade on my cheek as a highlighter, because this is an eyeshadow slash highlighter palette, I knew immediately that I would most likely not use this as an eye palette. This is my personal humble opinion. I know this is kind of a very polarizing collection, that half the people say that they're very underwhelmed. I think most people say they're very underwhelmed by this palette in particular and this collection. But some say that they really like this because it is so subtle, especially fair-skinned lovelies. They think that this would be more complimentary, and I think this would be good on anybody. But the reason why I'm underwhelmed by it is not the color story. It's not the shades. Let me get it out again so I can show you the palette. It is not the color story that I'm underwhelmed by per se. It's just this formula is underwhelming to me on the eyes. It's super subtle, which is not a bad thing. I like the subtle highlighter, but it just doesn't give my eyes what I quite want. It's still very pretty, but I have other eyeshadows that I can get a similar subtle daytime look with a little bit more oomph, if that makes sense, okay? I mean, this is a great highlighter palette. So if you ask me, do I like this palette? Yes, but I will be using it mostly as a highlighter palette, most likely just as a highlighter palette. I don't see myself wearing this or using this as an eye palette very often, if at all, okay? So that is my humble opinion. This is a very beautiful, yet glowy, somehow still subtle highlighter palette for the cheeks, and I think all these 4 shades will be good on me. This shade will be especially good when I go darker in summertime. It'll be a good one for like golden bronzy type of makeup looks, okay? But the most used color I can see already will be this one. and I will use this one quite a bit too. This one and this one I would probably wear more during the height of the summer when I get tanner. So yeah, that is my humble opinion about this palette. I am a little bit, like I said, underwhelmed by it. I wanted something prettier, something that pops more and gives me that bright summery kind of vibes and kind of gets me excited for spring summer looks. Do you know what I mean? This doesn't inspire me to do any eye look. It's not very inspirational for me to do eye looks with. Like, it's kind of like flat and boring to me when it comes to using it as an eye palette. But as a highlighter palette, absolutely beautiful, subtle, gorgeous Chanel highlighter formula, which I love and adore so much. This is even slightly more subtle than the Chanel's regular highlighter formula that come in little, you know, square-ish pans. They're not exactly square, they're like slightly bent, but you know what I mean. So I like the one I have, the shade is called Pearlescent or Pearl something. That's a little different from this formula. This one is a baked formula. So yeah, it is a great palette as a highlighter palette. Then I also got 3 of the 4 eyeliners. Okay, I didn't get the reddish one because red is not something I like to put under my like lower lash line. I love red shades, don't get me wrong, on top of my eyelids, but not under my like on my lower lash line or even as an eyeliner. So I didn't get that one, but this one is the purple one. This is called 86 Mauve Intense or Mauve Intense. This one, these are retractable, by the way, which is not my favorite. I like a sharpened pencil a little bit more than the retractable stuff, but I'll still show you the swatches here. So that is that beautiful sort of mauve purple right there. The formula is great, creamy. You don't get a whole lot of product. Let me show you just how much you get. That's all, you guys. I mean, once you're done using that, that's done. And this ain't cheap. This is not cheap, okay? So that's like another complaint that I have with these retractable pencils. Another thing is they break easier. Although Chanel ones are not bad like that, but some of the retractable pencils, they're such a pain from other brands. But anyway, then I have, by the way, this is the Stilo U waterproof eye pencils. Next one is 84 Brune Purpure. Okay, so this one is a brown one. Obviously Brune is brown. That is what I'm wearing under my eyes in this video, and I will of course show natural daylight application of all of this stuff. There you go. So that is the purple one, and then that's the brown one. Okay, so that's the Mauve Intense, and this is Brune Purpure. Very creamy, long-lasting eyeliners, but again, I'm not a fan of the retractable pencils personally, but I still love them. I love the Chanel ones. And then we have this beautiful green, that's teal-ish green. This is 90 Vert Lagoon, Vert Lagoon basically. So beautiful. Vert is green. So here is what it looks like. Let me swatch it right next to the other two. So there's a Vert Lagoon. This is Mauve Intense, and then this is a Brune Purpure. So you guys, those are the eyeliners. As you can see, this natural daylight application demo here with the Vert Lagoon. This one is, I'm also putting it on my eyelid as a eyeliner, and then also on my waterline, so you can see what it really looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That Vert Lagoon is my absolute favorite one, you guys. That's actually what I planned on getting, but when I got there, I bought the other two also. The moment I saw that color, I knew I needed to get that one. So I think this collection had like 6 Rouge Coco Balms that they released with this collection, but I only got 2 because I have literally like 20 of the Chanel Cocoa Balms on top of the thousands of lip products that I have. You guys won't believe that I have no space to keep. So I don't want to pile up even more. So I only got the 2 shades that I knew I would wear the most. I'm wearing one of them in this video. Obviously, they are so beautiful, like the Chanel Cocoa Balms. Look at how plumpy my lips look, juicy, you know. This one is 762 Raspberry Kiss, which is what I'm wearing on my lips in this video. Oh, by the way, these are so pretty with this little CC logo there and the see-through. You can actually see the color, which I really appreciate. So when you actually store them like this in your drawer, you can see the color. I wish all lip products had that. So this is what it looks like. That's obviously what I'm wearing on my lips in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my color here, right there. So pretty. Oh my god, isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Ooh. Look at the kind of look it gives your lips. It makes them look like they've been injected. Like they just look juicy. 2 juicy pillows, don't they? It really complements my look in this video. I gotta say, if I do say so myself, not to really brag or anything, but I will say that my makeup look is the best that I've seen so far using this collection. This combination is really beautiful. So you can see here in the Natural Daylight application just how gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous this beautiful balm looks on the lips. This Raspberry Kiss, absolutely juicy. And then the next one is 756 Cherry Burst. This is a red one, but it's different from the other red Chanel balms that I have, the Rouge Cocoa Balms. This one is a little bit, what do I say? Did I even show you the swatch of the other shade? Sorry guys, I just put it on my lips and didn't show you a swatch. So this is Raspberry Kiss right here. So let me show you that. Look at that. Look at that. It's like glass. This beautiful glass sort of shine it has. And here's the Cherry Burst that I just took out of the packaging. Look at that. Look at the Cherry Burst, the red one right there. It's not an orangey, but like a indescribable kind of like beautiful red. It's hard to say what that looks like. Absolutely stunning. I do kind of like feel like I should have gotten that really purpley shade that everybody thinks is unique and different. I forget the name of it. I think I'm gonna go back and get that shade. That's like the one shade that I wish I had gotten. Maybe that one and that one, the orangey with a little bit of sparkle. I might go and get those 2. Yet still, I don't know. I do this all the time. I think I don't need them, then I go back and get more shades until I bought the whole entire collection, which is the case with almost all Chanel collections, you guys. I bought the whole darn collection. So with a couple of exceptions. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that I'll go back and buy the whole collection eventually. Because first I'm trying to be good, and then I go back and get more. But anyway, and then one more item that I didn't get simply because I know I never ever use that type of shades. Plus Chanel nail polishes, which is actually ironically, I don't know if it's ironic, but incidentally what I'm wearing. So do you see how it chips? See, I mean, it's already chipping. Like, I don't think they're the highest quality for what the brand is and for the price. Okay, I would much rather buy actually the nail polishes from a creator here on YouTube. She's got the best nail polishes. I love her nail polishes. You know, it used to be KL polish, but now she calls it Lights Lacquer. This is Kathleen Lights. Okay, so I feel like her nail polishes have better longevity than these, honestly. So anyway, I didn't get the, long story short, I didn't get the 2 summery nail polishes released with this collection. One was kind of an orangey one, which is, and another reason why I didn't buy that particular shade, because last summer collection, actually not last summer collection, the special city break collection or whatever, the orange and green sets that they released, there was a nail polish orange in that one, and I didn't want any more shades of orange, so I didn't get that shade. And then as for the seafoam green, I hardly ever wear that type of shades in the summertime, you guys. I don't know, like I feel like I'm like a French girl. I'm more of a red nails type of girl. I wear a lot of red nails, but sometimes I get a little crazy and I wear shades like this. But I still feel like I don't wear that sort of different like blue, green type of colors very much. So I didn't get the 2 nail polishes. Last time I got actually all the nail polishes with the last collection, with the holiday collection, I mean. I personally loved the holiday collection so much. You know, this year's holiday collection. I don't understand like people complaining that it was too colorful for them. It's a holiday collection. Of course it's gonna be colorful. You can't always have the nudes all year round, or the peaches and the bone colors, guys. You know, spice up the life a little bit. And yeah, and to those who think that this palette that is all kind of peaches and just beige type of shades, it's great because they're just that. I think, you know, it's not great as eyeshadows. I don't think on any skin tone it is all that flattering. It's a little flat, if you ask me. I don't think even on fair skin this looks all that beautiful. Whereas the holiday collection with the beautiful fuchsia pink, the Barbie pink, I thought looked great on fair skin and dark skin, like tan and dark skin. That is a shade that looks beautiful on everybody. And there were some fair-skinned creators who really did appreciate it, because they're, you know, more for adventure or whatever. It was more for looking, you know, having a colorful festive look, which is what you're supposed to have during the holidays. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, don't be like too judgy about the colorful palettes. Don't like automatically believe that, you know, if you have fair skin that colorful tones won't look good on you. It can, it will. I thought that looked good on, you know, for any skin tone. Whereas this, I don't think this looks good on any skin tone, really. I mean, look at it. I'm in the middle. I'm tan, but in the middle on a, you know, range of shades. It lies flat on my eyes, don't you think? But it is a great highlighter palette. So you guys, those are my thoughts on the Chanel's new 2025 spring summer makeup collection. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on this collection. Do you plan to pick up some items from this collection? I'm thinking about going back and getting 2 more of the Cocoa Balm shades, probably the shimmery orange one and the purple shade. I forget their names now. I already showed you swatches of them here on the screen. Yeah, I will definitely go pick up 2 more of the Cocoa Balms, but other than that, I think I'm done with this collection. Definitely the big palette will be used simply, you know, exclusively as a highlighter palette in my case, personally. Yeah, chime down in the comment section so I know what you're thinking. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload, because I don't have a set schedule. I upload all over the place. So if you don't ring the notification bell, you will never be notified and you'll never know I uploaded a video, even if you're subscribed. Yes, that's how it works. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and other social media. Hop on over to my other bigger, more established fragrance channel, Salon Cleo, where I talk about all sorts of fragrances from designer to niche, from affordable to luxury. And I will see you in my next